Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, sir or madam. My name is Farisanda Fauzia, and I'm Junior Auditor from KAP Dr. Andres Muhammad Audi Prastia Adakan. On this occasion, I would like to present result of my work on account payable balance of PT Wahana Ekastia for the year end December 31st, 2022. Before I begin explaining working paper, I will follow structure as required, starting from audit theory, information in the module, audit evidence use, audit procedure performed, preparation of working paper, and finally impact on the adjusting journal, balance sheet working paper, income statement, and cost of goods sold working paper. Explanation of audit theory. The account being audit is account payable, which represent company obligation to its supplier. In auditing this account, theoretical procedure focus several key audit assertion, including existence, recording liabilities must be real, obligation, liabilities must belong company, completeness, liabilities must be recorded especially at year end, accuracy, amount should be mathematically correct and so forth. To test this assertion, audit theory recommends several producer. The first, supplier confirmation to verify record balance directly with supplier. Second, subsequent payment testing to check payment made after year end as evidence of liability extents. The third, roll forward analysis to ensure movement of account payable throughout year is consistent. The fourth, reconciliation with supplier statement, especially with supplier disagree. The fifth, cut-off testing to ensure invoices are recorded correct period. This theoretical procedure form basis for all audit work performed. The next, before preparing the working paper, I review the module display on slide 1 until slide 3. Okay, the slide 1 is audit funding account payable ledger summary. This slide presents the account payable showing in 2022 balance 194,796,722 rupiah, and in 2021 balance 117,496,670 rupiah. This comparison help identify whether there is significant increase requiring deeper testing. And the next, slide 2, confirmation summary table. This slide lists supplier name, balance record by the company, confirmation number, whether the supplier agreed or disagreed. This table teach how to interpret confirmation result and identify balance requiring follow-up. And the next, slide 3, subsequent payment table. Sorry. This table lists payment made after December 31st. The module explained that the payment are strong audit evidence because they support both existence and obligation assertion. Together, the three sides guide the preparation of working paper, Index F, Index F1, and Index F2, and help ensure the audit procedure address all assertion. Audit evidence used during audit, I use several forms supporting evidence. Supplier confirmation letter, subsequent payment information from January 10th to January 24th, supplier balance from the module, exemption notes explaining disagreement, ledger movement, and use in the roll forward. These documents were essential for valuing the accuracy, completeness, and extent of account payable balance. Audit procedure performed. Following the module and audit theory, the procedure I perform include understanding the company account payable ledger, preparing the roll forward, confirming supplier balance, documenting repinches, track expansion notes, performing subsequent payment test to support extents and obligation, reconciling supplier balance to ensure competence, ensuring consist across working paper index F1, and index F2, and evaluating whether adjustments were necessary. The next, working paper. Okay. After understanding module, I began completing working paper, start with working paper index F. On this sheet, I entered book balance of 194,796,722 rupiah. No adjustment were recorded, so the audit balance remains same. I also compared this balance, the prior year balance of 170,496,670 rupiah. Working paper index F, a summary showing final balance after all procedure are complete. The next, working paper F1. Okay. On working paper of F1, I document how account payable balance changed during the year. I entered opening balance 170 million 17,496,670 rupiah at credit purchase of 770,946,770 rupiah less payment of 650,327 sorry 27,488 rupiah less purchase return of 34,319,230 rupiah. After calculating the amount, the ending balance become 194,796,722 rupiah, which meets working paper index F. This roll forward ensure a transaction during the year are complete and accurate. Okay, the next working paper index F2. Okay, working paper index F2 contains supplier name, their outstanding balance, confirmation number, confirmation reply, subsequent payment, notes for exception. Some supplier agree with their balance while others disagree or requiring further review. This working paper link confirmation evidence to supplier balance and support year-end account payable. And the next, supplier confirmation letter. In sheet 6, CV Barata Kulit, the supplier confirmed 11,465,000 rupiah, while the company record 31,301,900 rupiah. The supplier exception not explained. The three was additional invoice of 19,836,900 rupiah sent on December 26 under FUOB shipping shot. FUOB shipping point. Because of UOB shipping point transfer ownership at shipment, liability shall be recorded. This is timing different, not a misstatement. And the next, slide 7, PT Abdullah, the supplier confirmed the same balance recorded by company 8,765,000 rupiah. However, the supplier not a check of 9,750,000 rupiah received on December 21st, which company had not yet recorded. This also timing difference, a payment appears in subsequent payment list. Okay, back to slide subsequent payment in slide 3. Using slide 3, I complete several payments after year end. Barata Kulit paid on January 10, Ambitious paid on January 11, Sentosa paid January 14, Abdullah paid January 16, Harapan paid on January 24. This payment support extends obligation and accuracy account payable balance. Okay, the next slide 4 in index F. After evaluating all evidence from confirmation, roll forward, and subsequent payment, no adjusting journal entry was necessary because all difference were timing difference, no misstatement were identified, and all balance were supported by strong audit evidence. Impact on balance sheet working paper, the account payable balance remained 194,796,722 rupiah. Impact on income statement working paper, no change occurred because no expense were misstated. Impact on cost of goods sold working paper, no adjustment were needed since purchase and purchase certain were correctly recorded. Okay, I think enough. The conclusion, based on audit procedure performed, including the review of the module, confirmation analysis, subsequent payment testing, and preparation of working paper, index F, index F2, and index F1 and index F2, I conclude that account payable balance of PT Wahana Ekastia for the year ended December 31st, 2020 is fairly stable. Thank you very much, Sir or Madam. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.